You're listening to the Midwest's most dangerous podcast, Lock Pod, Left of Center Podcast, Season 16, Episode 18, coming to you live from the NECA IBEW Power in Indiana Lake County Studios.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's Tuesday.
Hey, Linz. Hey, John.
Morning.
What's up?
In some places, it's election day today.
True story.
Like New York City.
Municipal
Not in my
elections.
place.
Maybe a few county elections.
The only
I
thing
think
around
there's a
here
couple
is-
governor races, too.
Oh,
But,
wow. Okay. Oh,
but
Virginia for sure.
Yeah, there's just a couple, like, weird states that go off cycle. But, like, usually the odd-numbered year is for municipal races.
Yep.
But we don't have that for 2 more years in Indiana. So
Correct. Only thing I've got down at county today is 2 school referendums.
you
in Lake
always
County.
have the
That's it.
referendum issue, too.
There's always that going on.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the referendum for Lake Central?
Lake Central and Hanover Central. So like
Hanover
Cedar Lake
Central.
area and Lake Central, Cherville, Dyer, St. John.
Right.
You think it's going to pass?
I don't know. It's interesting this time. I feel like people are getting taxed out, you know, like they're just sick of all this stuff. So I'll say, you would think yes, but who knows?
I haven't been paying attention at
I haven't
all.
either.
But, like, those communities are generally supportive of their schools, unlike the community. You know, you see some urban communities.
Having
that-
trouble.
Yeah, like Hammond, for instance, my city. We had a school city referendum a couple years ago that was
Just soundly
banned.
beaten. After the
It was soundly beaten.
Hammond was one of the few urban areas that actually had passed one. Like
Mhm.
Gary's got defeated, East Chicago's got defeated. So
Right.
Yeah.
So after that, teachers were getting laid off, schools are getting shut down. It's like, and then people are
Shocking.
shocked. People are like, "What the hell? You're laying off teachers?" It's like, yeah, we gave up $15 million in a referendum. I mean, you can't print money like the federal government at the local level, so you got to, if you cut the revenue, you actually have to cut people.
And when you amazingly have a school board that was against the referendum, that doesn't help either.
It's a pretty crazy situation in Indiana. But anyway, so we don't have anything in Hammond per se, but it will be interesting. Obviously, the New York mayor race seems like the big
I
story.
was talking to Aiden. You know, he lives out there, obviously, in Manhattan, and he was saying it's crazy. He said it's very, very, you know, it's just there's everywhere. You see just a very busy.
Did he vote already?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He voted at the school right across from his apartment.
Who did he vote for?
Mondami.
I'm assuming Mandami, knowing my
Yeah.
son.
All the kids-
all the kids
going.
are.
Yeah.
All the
So-
cool kids are voting for him.
Yeah,
the
if
cool
you're
kids.
young, you're with
For sure.
Mondami. Yeah,
For sure.
and it's like the older Dems like us that are probably like cautious about it. But
Mhm. And Trump came out for Cuomo. He actually insulted Sliwa. He said he needs to get rid of the beret.
Yeah.
And a vote for Sliwa is a
that's
vote
it.
for Mandami.
I was gonna go for him until I saw the
I
beret.
saw the beret.
Yeah. I saw this morning before we came on the air. Dick Cheney died, former Vice President of the United States.
Saw that.
What,
Yeah.
84, I believe.
84.
Mhm.
Bad hunter. That's one thing I remember.
Bad shot.
Yeah, bad shot.
Bad shot. and
Don't. You can't hunt with them anymore. But
That's his legacy. That's a hell of a legacy.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
crazy because that's one of the first things I thought of too. It just stuck
Yes.
with him, that
Oh, yeah.
shotgun hunting
you can't
incident.
like go
Shoot a
hunting with
guy.
somebody, nearly kill them, and then like come back and act like nothing happened.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the freaking vice president too. It's like that happens to a regular citizen. It's a bad day. And you probably don't live it down. If that happens to a vice president, you're famous for it.
Forever.
Yeah.
Infamous or famous, which
Infamous.
way? Yes, one of the
Yes.
ways. And then, so very important in the war on terror. He was big in the Bush administration. A lot of people didn't like him as vice president.
Halliburton.
Halliburton made
But
a lot
like,
of money.
honestly, you look back at those days with Cheney and Bush. It seems like kindergarten compared to what we're dealing with right now. I would do anything I can to bring Bush back and put him in charge
Yeah.
right now and like get the orange man and toss his ass out.
Well, I mean, he, you know,
Release the Epstein files and like let the rest go to history.
I don't think the Bushes are friends of the Trumps.
Agree.
Yeah.
Because the Bushes are part of the Republican Party that have been marginalized.
Well, if you remember back in 16, and we all do, like when he ran the first time, right, that he basically, Jeb Bush was like the number one front runner at the beginning. Just
Right.
like,
That was when politics changed.
that's when politics changed.
And Jeb Bush was not prepared to deal with,
the insanity.
rough and tumble.
Mhm.
It's sort of like Lockpod is. Like, it's funny. I'm going to give Lockpod credit here. We started a podcast, 5 years ago? 16 seasons ago. Sounds better when you say that. So 16 seasons ago, we started a podcast, and the podcast is it's explicit. It says it right on our rating scale. And it's funny now to me. Because at the time, people thought we were crazy. They thought I was crazy. In particular, it's the end of my political career because I say the F word and stuff like that on the air, right? But now you hear these cheesy-ass politicians cussing all the time. And I'm talking about in my party. It's like now all of a sudden the Democrats are dropping
I think
the F-bomb.
Republicans are too. And I'm not
It's
even
a new thing,
necessarily-
though, Kevin.
Yeah, like I heard the president
Oh, yeah.
swearing.
Yes,
I was like,
don't fuck around with America. Yeah, I agree with you, man. So, like, it's
lot
funny,
pudding.
though. It's a little funny though. It seems like we're always on the cutting edge. This campaign,
better for
better for worse. We're always like dealing with things better than other campaigns are. And although in 2020, I can't really say that we got our ass kicked in 2020.
We weren't on that. We weren't a podcast yet.
Nope, we weren't. But we were caught by circumstances beyond our control that time. That sucked.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all remember. Listen to season 1.
WTF happened part 1. It was a good one.
And 2.
And yeah, it was a good one. So.
I've never heard you cuss so much.
Yes,
Really?
Tom was like a kid
Go check
released
it
in a
out.
candy store.
Yeah, I know. I think we.
Remember, we used to have a curse counter.
Yeah,
and then I
swear
made
and a swear jar.
And I made a graph of like.
Yeah,
Did somebody ever get that money?
I
don't know.
spent it.
Nice.
Good.
I just took it one time. I was in here.
Well, it was your money.
Yeah, I was
It
going
was
to say it's
mostly my
mostly your
money, I
money, so
agree.
you might as well take
Yeah,
it.
I agree.
Remember the good old day? We had like a phone line.
Oh,
Remember that? People
Yeah,
would call
we
in.
never got one
when
phone
we
call.
thought,
The only person
when
who
we
called
thought
us
so
was
many people were going to call.
the only person who called us was Dave Warple.
Did he?
Yeah,
I don't even remember
like
that.
twice.
Oh, God, I forgot the phone line.
Yep.
No, I don't think it was that people weren't calling. Is that we just didn't want to go that route.
I don't know,
was
John.
like-
I don't think we tried to. We have to go back and listen.
Yeah.
It was not ringing off the
Thank
hook.
God we got rid of that.
I
phone
agree.
line. Who wants to have people call in? And
I
talk to
agree.
them?
We were just used to the WJOB model.
Exactly.
Kevin and I weren't used to doing what we do now, which is
Yep.
meet for every show and
Yeah.
then
Get ready.
map out the show. We never really had to do that at WJOB because we'd have a couple things we wanted to talk about, and then the phones would fill in the rest of the show. Like it wasn't very often we were sitting there like nobody's calling in. You know, we always had something to talk about. So like when we rolled into the podcast, we just assumed that was going to come along with us, and
All we did was news you can use,
yeah,
and then that was
Right.
it, and then it was phone calls.
yep.
Yeah.
But think about the direction the show would have went in. It would have been people calling about like
Oh, yeah.
a pothole.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Or something.
We used to
you
have
know.
people call about cats.
this
and
podcast
stuff.
would suck.
I mean, literally. I was like, okay.
Yeah, right.
mean-
That was WJOB.
Yeah.
Though. This is different. It's like this isn't geared towards.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
get to
Hammond
drive-
only.
We
We
get
talk
to
about
pre-show and
national
decide what
issues.
the issues are. Yeah.
We talk about state issues. We talk about sports. We talk about whatever we want.
And I think that's a good thing.
And we're going to talk about good news right now.
Ooh, let's hear it.
This is a first for Lockpod, by the way. I mean, this is the first pregnancy we've had.
What?
Yeah.
Kevin's pregnant.
Yes. Kevin and Jan are having another baby.
No, that is not.
No? Okay.
That's
That
not
would be-
happening. That
I
would
thought
be
you wanted me
shocking.
to announce it.
No, that was what happened with Chase.
Well, then, okay. That was. We're not doing it that way. Lindsay, what's going on with your life?
I am knocked up.
God, that's
Officially.
lovely. Yay!
Congratulations.
Lindsay's
Thanks.
knocked up.
Yep.
Wow.
Lindsay's
I
preggers.
think if you were like, I mean, first off, Lindsay's happily married to Brian.
I'm 33 years old and I've been married
Yes.
for 5 years
It's-
and together with him for almost a decade.
Okay, so like, I don't think you could say knocked up in a case like that, right?
It's her choice.
But like,
I think it's
I think
silly.
if there was like another dude involved, it was a one night stand. That's knocked up, right?
That's
I think
definitely knocked
you
up.
and Brian were trying to
hell
have
of an implication.
you and Brian were trying to get pregnant,
Correct.
and you were successful, and it's lovely.
Look at
So-
this.
Yes.
That's coming straight from the grandfather's mouth.
right?
Awesome.
Knocked up is like negative connotation.
Do you think we?
What happened? I got knocked up. You're like, oh fuck!
It
you got
sounds-
knocked up, right?
I just
No,
think it was great how Lindsay introed it.
I agree,
You wanna
but
play
like,
that
I'm,
back,
I'm
John?
trying to
I'm
like.
trying to be super casual about it.
I know, Lindsay. It's your first baby. You and Brian were trying very hard. You're a lovely couple, and you know.
See how Tom wants to make it so nice.
It
and you're
is
just
nice.
Like,
It's not like I got knocked
up.
up. What the fuck is that?
Yep.
Do you think left of center? I mean, when you're going to be a grandpa twice,
I
are we
know.
going to like? Is left of center going to take a hit for having grandpas on the
I
air?
know,
You know,
dude.
it's like, are we getting?
You
Yeah.
guys are getting less cool each time a
by the
baby's
day.
Tell
born.
your it's grandpas when your kids get to work. Okay.
Yeah, no. Oh,
I'm a
all right,
grandpa.
take your time, boys.
Really?
No rush.
I
right,
guess
I
get
mean,
back
not
to
even
work,
married.
Grandpa.
Nobody's
Right.
married. Nobody's
Yeah.
engaged.
Yeah.
Let's just take their time.
How are you feeling, Lindsay? Talk to us.
I'm very cold all the time. I'm very tired.
Really?
This kid wants nothing but mac and cheese and Coca-Cola.
Oh, boy.
and,
Really?
um,
You've already noticed like different eating habits?
For sure. I've never wanted to drink Coca-Cola. I've never gone out of my way to drink Coca-Cola in my life until
And now?
this last couple of weeks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
These are great pictures, by the way, you guys took. These are some photos if you're just listening.
Thanks. We
Some
go
really
to-
cool
we-
photo.
Yeah, we go
of
to
Brian
the
and
Cobra
Lindsay.
Lounge. It's a very tiny, like, punk rock venue in Chicago over in the West Loop. And they got a cute little photo booth. And every time we go, we have to take a picture. And I figured the last
I
time
noticed
we
you
went,
guys do that a lot.
it's fun.
Yeah, photo booth.
And this is like all three of you now in the photo.
All three of us. Yep.
Very cute. Your little,
And,
what do they call those?
Looks just like me.
Sonogram.
I was like, it's a,
It does. That little. It's like the size of a pea.
All right.
A little tiny baby.
It does
Well,
look like
there
Tom. Look at
that-
that shadow. Look at that like
It's
profile.
that,
Yeah, it's got my profile. Yeah.
So that sonogram is actually from 8 weeks. I'm at 14 weeks now.
Whoa! Wait a minute. So
So-
we're like 20 some weeks away.
Yeah.
That's it.
You get that's tradition, right? You got to
Yeah.
wait 12 weeks before you start telling
Oh, is that
people.
it?
But 12 weeks was when I was working. So
Dude, I totally figured it out. Lindsay
You
was gonna
did.
tell
he
me.
says that, but
What are you talking about?
it's
you know I
impossible
did.
to get him and Marissa in the same
That's what
room
gave it
together.
away.
And
That's
I'm
what
trying
gave it
so
away.
hard. I'm like, I got to stop by. I got things to drop
Oh.
off.
Because like
and-
Marissa and I are never in the same place at the same time.
No, and
during
sometimes
the day, right?
just like on a whim, Marissa
Right.
decides she's gonna go grocery shopping for 5 hours. So it's like
Oh, so you called and were like, "Hey, I'm coming over."
Yeah.
I've been trying to
and
like.
Lindsay doesn't care if I'm there.
Right.
She's like, "Are you going to be there, Dad?" I'm like, "What the fuck is the matter with you, Lindsay? Like, you care if I'm there?" And she's like, "Yeah, I really like want to talk to you." And I'm like, "Okay."
okay, we know it's
So
up.
like, I text Marissa and I'm like, "I wonder why Lindsay is like making sure we're both there when she comes by.
Mhm.
That's unusual."
Marissa wasn't reading the.
And
the-
Marissa didn't like it.
between the
Didn't
lines.
trigger for her. I was
Oh.
just like, "This is weird," because I was like, "Lindsay's pregnant." It just hit me.
Whoa.
Because I'm like, she wants to tell Marissa and I that she's pregnant, right? So I sit there like excited, obviously, and then I text Marissa. I'm like, "Hey, why do you think Lindsay wants us both?" And she's like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "Okay." And I just assumed she would figure it out, right? I was just like, "This is pretty unusual. Lindsay wants us both there
And
at
you
the
were
same
right.
time." So Lindsay comes rolling in, and she busts out that little picture right
Well,
there.
Love it.
actually, I gifted Dad a gift. I got him some solar mushroom lights for his
Nice.
RV.
RV, yeah,
Very cool.
I thought they matched his
A grandpa
vibe.
gift.
yeah, that matched my vibe.
So when did she tell you? When
Uh,
was this?
Last week, right?
yeah, a week and a half ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
Not
It was
this
over the
last
weekend.
weekend, but the weekend before.
And then Lindsay wanted to announce it, obviously.
I wanted to announce it on Halloween because that's when we got engaged. So,
So
Very
you did a
nice.
better job than Chase's. You
Yeah.
Then the debacle we had here at the studio.
Even though that was
The
Kevin's
slow
fault.
rollout. The slow rollout.
you know,
Yeah. Lessons learned.
Don't get me in
Yes.
trouble.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Don't get me in
Don't get me
trouble.
in trouble.
oh.
So, Linz, couple questions.
Yeah.
Do you have a due date?
May 1st through 4th.
May Day. Okay, so right,
Whoa.
early May.
Mhm.
And then number 2, are you going to find out the
I
gender?
already know the gender
Oh,
and the
but
name.
are you giving it out?
What's his name?
No.
It's gonna be-
I'm
7.
not telling anybody anything.
So you're not giving gender or name out.
Nope.
All right, so we won't know till May 1st to the 4th.
7.
Correct.
It's 7.
7, Matthew.
7.
Let's get back
7.
on the Matthew train.
It's a
for
great
this
name.
Boy.
6,
Where's
7.
this coming
7,
from?
Matthew McDermott.
Yes.
It's a Seinfeld
You're
reference.
supposed to say 6, 7.
We had a name before the pregnancy, before we knew the gender for each gender. We knew exactly
Ah.
what we were gonna
So you're
go
ready.
with.
7's
Yeah.
good either way. It could be a
Why,
boy or
where
a
are
girl.
you guys getting this from?
I just heard it. I
Seinfeld.
think it's great.
I had a student named 7.
Really?
Probably
They must be
watched
Seinfeld.
Yeah,
fan
he was
for
a pretty
sure.
cool kid.
I had a buddy in the Navy named H.
H.
That was his name.
The letter H.
How do you spell that?
AYTCH.
No way.
Yes. dude.
AYT.
H. Walters, my man.
H. Walters.
What's
we
up,
just
H?
guess?
Where are you now? I bet
Dude,
you can find him
I
on
was-
Facebook.
H was the coolest. He was a cool dude. H. Walters.
AYTCH.
AYTCH.
That's awesome.
You'd walk down to the engine room lower level. I'd be like, "What up, H?"
Well,
He's like, "What up,
That's
Tom?"
going to be a contender.
What up, Mutt?
Or a
You know.
contender. I'm going to add that to the list.
AYTCH. H. Matthew McDermott. I like it.
Ew.
H. Matthew
And it'd be-
McDermott.
He's
it
a
could be named-
Parasco, Dad.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Damn. Yeah, Brian. Here, this is
Sorry,
your
sorry,
father-in-law telling you.
Sorry, Brian. You know when are you guys gonna?
Their family middle name is Joseph. So
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, but you got to blend the families. You know.
H. Joseph
That's what they
Parasco.
did with Charlie. They blended the family names together. So
I'm not gonna. I mean, all respect to Chase and Eileen, but I'm not gonna make McDermott the middle name of my kid.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not a.
yeah.
It's too much of a mouthful.
So you're not giving us the name for real?
No.
All right.
Okay.
We can chat.
What are
you
you
can guess.
thinking about
Any
for
suggestions?
his
chat.
name?
What?
Yeah.
Quit trying to reach Dad. Everything's already set in
Congratulations,
stone.
babe.
Thanks.
That's awesome. It's great news.
Appreciate
First time
it.
on Lockpod in 16 seasons we've announced a pregnancy on the air.
That's
Oh,
not
no,
true. You
that's true.
announced Chase's.
Chases, we did.
Technically, Kevin did. Thank you.
Well, I just said, "You got some? Don't you have some exciting news?" And you're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I actually do."
He gave you the
Because
segue.
I did like a quick mental calculation when you said that, and I was like, they announced this like a month ago, right?
See?
But it was the slow
We
rollout.
were all
But
wrong.
We're gonna like open a can of worms.
That's
so let's
right.
just move on.
Let's just be happy for Brian Lindsey.
I was sad this year though, because on Halloween, Lindsay's always my partner, my trusted partner on Halloween, and she was not there. This
I had to
year.
work.
Oh,
This is the second year in a
That
row I've
sucks,
had to work
man.
on Halloween.
Little do you realize Lindsay's one of Lindsay's favorite. I don't want to say it's her favorite. But
It is my
Halloween.
favorite holiday.
Yeah, she's
Number
a
one.
Halloween girl.
And
It's
you
the
got
one day
engaged on
where
Halloween?
when the community goes out and they interact with people face to face.
There you go. True.
I love Halloween.
True.
I think it's wonderful. Everyone gets a little weird and spooky. Everyone kind of embraces that, and
It's the one day where you're not like, who's at my door?
I know, yeah, like you don't want to like chase
knocking?
kids off your lawn. It's like a really lovely holiday.
So in our neighborhood, we talk about how crazy it is on Knickerbocker Parkway during Halloween. And I think it's a lot of kids from Illinois coming over, a lot of kids from Chicago, and they don't really have places they can trick or treat. So they come to our neighborhood, and it seems like it's getting bigger and bigger each year, which is, I love it, but I'm not sure my neighbors love it. So this year I prepared really well. So we were talking about it on the air. I only had 540 candy bars. Okay. And then I went out and I got another 180.
You were complaining a little bit about that.
Okay,
You were
I
not
was
happy.
complaining. So I got 720 candy bars, Skittles packs, things like that, right?
No.
Look at that.
The
Look at
first
those.
batch you got 540,
And then I got 180
And
more.
Marissa told you it wasn't enough, and then I went over, told you about my kid, and then told you it wasn't enough.
And then I got 180 more.
So
And then I
720.
got 700 stickers, and I stickered all of them. So I stickered 700.
Very nice.
Okay,
That's
you can see
very-
right there. That's
I
a
like
pain in the ass,
that.
by the way. And then we ran out of that in an hour and 20 minutes.
Look at
or
this
so.
line.
so you had
John,
40
look at the
minutes
line.
left.
40 minutes left, and then I start going to the single candies, which is panic time.
Oh my god.
It was
Good
like
time.
that for 2
There
hours.
you are
straight.
on the porch, just handing them
Marissa
out.
and I both for 2 hours and talking and being charming to everybody that comes up, and literally like
Look at the
boom,
next one,
boom.
talking to some young man there.
And this is at night. The line
It
has
just doesn't
down.
stop.
going.
It just doesn't stop. It's like that the whole time, and nobody repeated. I was looking pretty closely, but like, dude, it's like, so like obviously I'm giving out full candy bars, and I'm thinking my poor neighbors. Like we have neighbors that just move into the neighborhood and they have no idea. They get like normal like 100, candy bars or whatever, and then they run out in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
and they're sitting there. You got an hour
And then you
45
got to like
minutes
turn
left.
the light off and hope nobody
Yeah.
comes by.
Right. It's
There should be like a
intense,
Yeah, you're
neighborhood
screwing your
meeting.
neighbors, man.
It's intense. I mean,
They
I
get some-
love it.
Yeah.
And on our block we have 2 judges, a mayor, county councilman, county commissioner. Like our block. So like, and I'm sure each of those houses is giving out good candy, and then obviously we have a lot of other neighbors that do really.
The
good.
word's out.
The word is definitely out. Like people are coming to our neighborhood for trick or treating.
By the way, some great
love
fall
it.
colors in your neighborhood.
Yeah,
Look at that tree,
I know.
John.
Isn't that pretty?
Man, it looks look at that.
Yeah,
And
Beautiful.
what's going on here?
that's
Oh.
little Charles.
I
Little
got
bit.
him that outfit.
That is
Oh,
a
so
cute boy.
Yeah, that's Marissa and Charlie on Halloween. Charlie was at his house for Halloween. Marissa went and visited. So
I
Oh my
like all
God.
the orange.
I
threw
should have
that
thrown
in
in a
there 'cause
picture
he's-
of his Halloween costume.
because he's a cutie.
He was a beanie baby.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He was wearing like a little bear outfit,
that's
and they
great.
put a little beanie baby tag
That's such a
on him.
perfect picture of him, man. He's just like smiling away.
He's happy.
Happy kid.
Growing
Mhm.
so fast.
I can
Yes.
see chasing him.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can see Eileen in him too.
Yep.
He's got a good combination
mix.
of both. Yeah. And then so anyway, yeah, a lot of
A lot of
interesting-
family time. A lot
Yeah.
of lot of stuff going on in the McDermott family.
And then Notre Dame this weekend. You watch the game, Kev?
I did, and you and I were texting about. We were complaining about how bad the kicking game is, and luckily Notre
Dude.
Dame kicked it in. I
Dude.
shouldn't-
So like I know this isn't sports talk, okay?
No.
But for those of you that are even casual watchers of football, Notre Dame's kickers, they had 3 kickers because they were so desperate. They missed a field goal and 3 extra points.
Yep.
And this was a tight game. We left 5 points on the board.
The thing that drives me crazy about as a Notre Dame fan is this: you have a national program. There is a portal where you can get people.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you can't find a guy to kick a extra point? I mean, it's get a kicker. Just get a
couldn't believe
kicker.
it. I couldn't believe it.
They're
When
going to
we-
need a kicker.
We missed
We're going
2
to the
extra
playoffs.
points with 5 freaking
5 points.
Yeah, dude, that was scary, and we ended up running away with it. But it was
Yep.
it was
It was too tight for me.
for
I didn't
3
like it.
quarters. I was just like in a bad mood. Like, and I was like sitting at the house, and we had Tommy and Maureen came over this weekend, Linz. So we had Tommy and Maureen and Patrick there, right? And then we were sitting there watching the game, and it was tight. And Marissa is lovely. She's being lovely. She's like talking, and like she was watching the game too. But I was like watching the game, and I was just getting shittier and shittier as the game went on.
When things are going bad, usually Tom and I'll text,
dude.
It's like a bitch text
I went
fest.
upstairs. I was just like, fuck this, because I'm like, everybody's like being happy and like talking, and I'm watching Notre Dame throw their season in the shitter
against a 1-7 Boston College.
So I went upstairs to be by myself, and Notre Dame came back.
Yeah,
and
they
won.
pulled it out.
Wow. I went upstairs. I had to be away from people because I was like, my whole freaking.
I just want Notre Dame to start pounding the heck out of teams like they should. Like hopefully they do that with Navy this weekend. And like I use like tonight the first playoff rankings tonight to see the top 12 teams
tonight at 7:00.
I used beat Maryland. I don't know 55-10 or something like that.
IU is going to be hosting games in the.
Well,
actually they'll probably have a bye.
I can tell you this:
if
they have to beat Penn State this weekend. That's a tough game.
But no, this is what IU's downfall is probably going to be, in my opinion. They're going to win out. I think they'll beat Penn State. I think IU will go into the Big Ten championship and lose to Ohio State.
Yep.
And that's going to knock them out of the top 4.
Well, they're not supposed to take conference championships into account.
I'm telling you what I think is going to happen. They're going to lose to Ohio State, and they're going to fall to like 6 or 7, and they're going to host a first-round game.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
Mark it.
I think.
Don't tell me what I have to think. That's what I think is going to happen. So.
All right.
You're like, they're not supposed to do that. Well I think
like,
they're going to. I think they're
going to. Where's your thing
to.
about the stock market?
I know.
Oh,
that was like 12 seasons ago.
Don't tell me what I think.
Oh,
I'm just saying this is it. All right, we'll mark it down. I think I'm worried more about Penn State this weekend, but we'll see what happens.
Because that's at Penn State.
At Penn State, I think it's a big game.
I agree with you. Even though Notre
Dame has their tough games were at the beginning of the season. That's when they lost.
No, you know what?
Now they're going to roll, and now they should roll.
They still have Pitt at Pitt. I'm telling you, Pitt's playing good this year.
It's kind of like IU with Penn State. They should beat them.
Game. They should.
They should beat them.
But like,
don't take it for granted.
Penn State's a real football team, a real football program, and you're at Penn State.
And so is Pitt.
They're probably going to white out because they want to beat the number 2 team.
Well, it's like their playoff game. They're not going to the playoffs this year. They're done. They're 0-5 in the Big Ten.
Let's ruin IU's season.
For sure.
Right. Yeah, that's a scary game. I agree.
Nerds.
Sorry. All right.
The
Enough of that.
Bears shootout.
The Bears.
Mm-hmm. And, I think the Bears suck, but I think they're all right. I think they should make the playoffs and lose probably in the first round.
Tough division. We'll see what happens.
I think they'll lose in the first round of the playoffs
if they make it. I mean, they right now they haven't won a divisional game.
I agree.
So,
but they're 5-3.
Yeah.
So they're playing well against everybody else. It's a tough division they're in, though, man.
Very.
Dude, like the Lions, the Vikings, the Packers, and the Bears.
Oh
the Bears are the worst team in that division.
That's right.
They are the worst team in that
without
division.
a doubt.
But like, they're not a bad team.
No.
But they're the worst team in that division.
Yep. 7-3.
And then the Dodgers, the hated evil empire, won the World Series. Hey, Matt Reardon, what's going on?
Just popped in.
What's going on?
Whoa. Come on over.
You got a delivery?
Come on
What's
over.
up, man? Matt Reardon just
Come on
how's it
over,
going, man?
One of our-
baby.
Thank you.
What's this?
That's for
Steve at
Kellogg.
Lockpod.
All right. Awesome.
Hey, dude, that's from.
Have a
Hey, what's
seat.
going
Come on
on?
in.
Swing that mic over.
Did you hear I'm going to be a grandpa times 2?
Are you? Congratulations.
Yeah, Lindsay just announced it on the air.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Yeah, what's going on? What are you
MCR
bringing
partners in the house.
That's right.
What are you bringing by?
My wife forgot her lunch
Oh, yeah?
and tea.
Oh, and you brought it by our studio?
Well, Kevin, yeah.
She's here.
I already saw his wife this morning at 6 a.m.
Oh, gotcha. Kevin.
For those of you who don't know, Mara and Kevin are on the
election board.
election board.
Yeah. So
I
saw
saw
her
Mara's name in the paper a couple weeks ago. How long has she been on the election board?
6 months.
Oh,
yeah.
no way.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so she was like, "Hey, oh my God, you're going back to the studio? I'm going to call Matt, and he's going to deliver my lunch,
That's awesome.
and I'm going to deliver it to her."
Thanks for saving
The
the
trip to Crown Point.
Isn't
hilarious.
it
Wasn't
nice?
planned today.
Isn't it nice that 45th is open, by the way? Thank God. I bet you that was horrible
It's
for
a
your block.
godsend.
It was like 8 months of.
Yeah, dude. That's like my route to the studio. I've had to like take Calumet to the studio.
And you can already tell the release of traffic on Calumet.
Dude, it's a freaking
it was
nightmare.
so bad.
It was nasty. I'm going to apologize to all those people who were just trying to drive through on Franklin Parkway because when I was going to my driveway, I'd just cut in front of them.
Dude,
You're like,
I mean,
That's how
I'd
I
be
am.
like, I point
Yep.
out the window. I'm like, I'm going over here.
That's how I am on Knickerbocker because
Yeah.
people are using Knickerbocker as a shortcut all the
Shortcut.
time. I
Same
take
thing.
the slowest time when I back up. I'm like, la la la,
Yeah.
backing into
Yep.
my
Hold
driveway
on.
like
The
1
people are,
mile
like,
an hour.
trying to come
Oh, I'm sorry if I'm blocking you. You're like using my neighborhood
And-
as a shortcut.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did that for about, as long as it was closed. So when I was
Yeah.
backing out, I'd be like,
it's like
I
you
just-
kind of feel like some ownership. Like,
Yeah.
this is my.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna-
gonna like, I'm
Yeah.
backing into my driveway.
I'm going to put up with it. I'm not grumbling. I know how it works. It'll get finished. Everything will be fine. But for now, don't be getting
I'm
crabby
cutting
on
in.
Franklin.
That's right.
I'm cutting in.
Well, it's like here at the office. So like when there's a stoplight and it was backing up and people were like blocking the way to get on
Yes,
the Calumet. I was
dude.
like, okay,
No
that's
way.
not happening. I was
By
like,
the way-
get
No,
the
no.
hell out of my way.
I
Like
agree
blocking
with
the
you.
intersection.
I
You
agree
can't
with
do
you.
that.
I agree with
No.
you, man.
That's a
That's
no-no
annoying.
as a driver.
By the way, when I leave your office,
Uh-huh.
I take a right almost all the time.
Smart.
I go through Lansing to go
Yep.
home. It's a pain in the ass.
Do you?
Well, 45th was
45th 's
shut down.
open
now
now.
I could go that way and I can go 45th.
Yep.
Yeah.
But hey, Matt, did you watch the World Series Game 7?
I did.
Dude,
Yes.
that part where, okay, so the home run ball that goes into the outfield and it wedges into the wall.
Yeah, what?
Like, there is no
Insane.
way you could repeat that.
Insane. You
if you hit 10,000 balls at the
Nope.
wall, you could not repeat that
I mean,
ever happening again.
how did that guy know to do that?
Because they're
They're
trained.
trained.
They're
But-
trained
but-
from when
but-
they're little kids.
But it happens at Wrigley Field.
I agree.
A lot,
and they do it. They
I
do
agree.
it. They do
and
it.
everybody knows
Right.
playing there, but who is
to
thinking
wedge
that?
like that? That was such good thing. Because if he tries to grab it,
Yep.
2 runs
Live
score.
ball.
Run, score,
Mhm.
game,
Game
over.
over.
Game was over. So there's so many ways that the Blue Jays just barely
just
lost.
Kind of
They
got
just had-
hosed.
So the wedge that prevented 2 runs from scoring.
Yep.
Game would have been over.
Without
Right.
a doubt.
How about the? Did you see the force out in the
Play
bottom
at
of
the
the
plate.
ninth?
Home
Yeah.
plate.
So like it was a close play, right?
It was a neighborhood play.
Right.
And if we didn't have, I noticed that.
Uh-huh.
They could have just said, no, he was safe.
Right.
And people would have been pissed.
Yeah.
But he was.
In the old days,
Oh,
that
Well, it would have been
that could
reviewed
been it.
anyway, and it would have been reversed, I think.
But
I
okay.
think they would have.
But the crazy thing is, okay, so we all know it was really close, and obviously they called the runner out, okay,
Yep.
on a
Yep.
force, right? And it was questionable whether his foot was off the home
it
plate
was
or not.
on, then it was off, then it was.
But how
whatever.
about this, though, Matt? Did you see the leadoff the guy took at third base before that
I
play?
saw.
Dude. So,
was-
like, John, could you look at this? So you could see,
Well, this is the wedge.
okay.
This was the wedge, yeah.
Yeah, watch. This is the wedge. Like, you could throw.
Like,
that is-
come on.
That was so. By the way, man, that is so smart.
So smart
That
by
is so
the
smart.
That
center
is
fielder.
so smart, dude.
Yep.
If he even touches that ball, then nothing happens.
I saw
Wow.
the left fielder, I think, came over, and then that's when the center fielder got the
Dude,
idea to do
that
it.
was like such incredible presence of mind.
Yes.
In, Game
In
7
a
of the
World Series, Game 7, 1 million people.
So like I saw people throwing a ball, just trying to throw it and wedge it in there, and it
couldn't
kept
do
bouncing
it.
off. They couldn't.
Wow.
You could have done that 150 times, and you couldn't wedge it in that wall like that.
Amazing.
So like you got that, and then let's go back to that force out at third base. John, could you pull up that picture? It's like an overhead shot.
Yep.
So here's what's happening, just so everybody, I'll set it up. It's bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. The Blue Jays just need to score this run
One
from
run,
third.
right?
And, of course,
And it was 1 out.
went out, and it's a ground ball to the second baseman.
And the second baseman is playing shallow, and he bobbles the ball.
Comes off balance.
A hot shot to him, stumbled backwards, thrown off his back foot.
And he throws it to home, barely nips him on a force out at home, okay? Now, a lot of people are like, okay, good play, everybody. But then when you look at the leadoff that the runner had at third base, he's about 3 feet off the base.
That's a third base coach's fault.
I agree, man. If he is one more foot, and he had easily way more room available. He wasn't even being held on.
Way more room.
I mean,
plus that
God.
third baseman is not worried about that.
No.
Runner.
No.
He's worried
They're not
about
gonna hold
ground
you.
Ball to me.
The only
to
thing I
home.
would say is they probably said don't get doubled off. That's
Okay.
the only thing you're not taking too big of a lead. But I'm not saying he couldn't have taken
I
another
agree.
foot or
I'm
two.
sure they're saying stuff.
Yeah.
based on the last
God,
night's
dude,
game.
that is
don't
so
get
brutal.
doubled off.
Yes,
Oh,
right,
that's
right,
true.
because
Get
that's
thrown
what
out
happened,
at
right?
That's
second.
true.
Yep, yep.
That is so true, man.
But still, dude, that guy could have been down
Another
the line
foot.
a little bit.
Yeah.
The Blue Jays blew it, man.
Wow.
They did. They blew it multiple times. They had multiple opportunities to put the game away. They had where they needed one more base hit. They needed to do one
They
more
just
play.
couldn't get it.
Nope.
They couldn't get the
And-
right
And against the Dodgers,
duck
dude.
snort or
No,
Yeah.
Dodgers.
They
And
couldn't-
Dodgers they're so
they're
tough.
good.
Yeah. But by the way, the Blue Jays are a great baseball
Oh.
team. I did not
Yeah, they
respect
are.
them like that. They played a great
I wanted
series.
Vladimir Guerrero to get one.
I
really
did not. I don't watch them much. We don't see them
No.
much. They're not
No.
on around here. I did. didn't catch him.
To me, I always think if you can win the AL East and you're not the Yankees or the Red Sox, I'm kind of rooting for you a little
You're
bit.
pretty
Baltimore, Tampa Bay, Toronto. If you can win that division, I'm rooting for you because that's a tough division.
You know, Chase is under the impression that the Dodgers, either paid for the World Series win or he's been spouting a lot of conspiracy theories that I don't understand.
I love it.
But in
true.
the sibling group chat, the boys
They're
were
the worst.
losing their minds. So
Are they worse than the Yankees? Come on.
Well, they are.
That's what I
this
say.
year
It's
they
like
are.
the Yankees. It's like whoever likes it when the Yankees and the Dodgers win the World Series. I mean,
Marissa likes it.
Well,
when
sure,
the
if you're a
Yankees win the
Yankees
World
fan.
Series.
But it's
Yeah.
like being a Notre Dame fan. If you're a fan, you're a fan.
that's right.
Yeah, Notre Dame is.
See, I
the
like the
Yankees,
Yankees.
right? Do you?
I
Is that
don't
Marissa?
mind. It doesn't bother me.
Marissa loves-
I'm always going all the way back to Reggie Jackson
Yeah,
days.
that's
Well,
how
those
Marissa
days
was.
I like Reggie Jackson.
Sure.
Marissa has always been a Yankee fan. Obviously, she grew up there, and
Mm-hmm.
she still watches all the. Marissa is a huge baseball fan, especially during the playoffs.
But
she
I'll tell
watches literally every game. that
Playoffs
she
are
can.
great.
Well, Tom and Kevin, did this not demonstrate that the Cubs are not quite there
Dude.
yet?
We knew
They
that
have a
going
long
in.
way
though.
to go.
They're just
They couldn't
and how
compete
about
with them.
Milwaukee just got dismantled?
I know.
Just
I know. And Cubs and Milwaukee are pretty much at the same
Yep.
level.
Yes.
Agreed.
4-0. They're out. Get the
Yep.
hell out of here.
I'm actually glad that we didn't have to go through that.
I'm glad too.
dismantling.
I'm glad
The-
too.
4-0 beatdown.
Yeah.
That's
That-
I would
That
rather.
would've
I
been
did that. I've
bad.
been there before. Cubs.
Yeah, Mets.
Yeah, dude, it sucked.
Mets killed them.
All right, hey, we want to
Just
go
some
through
ads.
one thing before we call it a half. Lindsay put some food donation
Oh, this is
info
important.
into
Hello.
the. Yeah, could you go through that, Linz?
Yeah, so I have a couple of food donations if you want to donate, and then I'm going to go over some ways that you can get food assistance if you need it. Just before we jump into our ads real quick, currently I'm reaching out looking for places that are reliable, that is local, but if you have places for your community, you can reach out to me at the Notorious LMP on Instagram or at Lindsey Parasco on Facebook. Send me a message if you have any updates on like where to donate so that we can get more people covered during this next couple months during the government shutdown. So all right, so the two things that I have for donation supporting the food bank at Northwest Indiana is you can either donate financially via one-time or monthly through their website at foodbanknorthwestindiana.org. That's foodbanknwi.org. Or the Hammond Community Garden is collecting food at the following locations, including Fuzzy Lime Brewing, all Grindhouse locations, Muse Parlor, and the Gary Harm Reduction Office in Gary. They are looking for non-perishable food donations, including canned fruits, vegetables, and meats, as well as grains and rices. And you can make a financial donation at hammondcommunitygarden.com. Now, if you need food assistance, you can go ahead and reach out to the Food Bank of Northwest Indiana's Facebook page. They have the mobile market where they are pretty much every day posted up somewhere in Lake or Porter County handing out food, or you can go to the food bank themselves. They are at different locations right now. Today at 1 p.m., they're going to be at United Pentecostal Church in Portage, and tomorrow at noon, they're going to be in East Chicago at the Lighthouse Charter School in East Chicago. You can also follow their Facebook page for more upcoming dates. They are pretty much doing stuff every day. And then the Hammond Community Garden, their collection is going to be distributed November 9th. That's this weekend. At the garden itself, located at the corner of Northcott and Golfway here in Hammond. Distribution starts at 9 a.m. and goes until supplies run out. And you can follow their Instagram at Hammond Community Garden.
That's really good information, Linz, especially because we know SNAP benefits ran out for 42 million Americans last Saturday, even though the government supposedly, pursuant to a court order, are going to have to put a little bit back into that kitty.
A little bit,
And
partial.
in the meantime, our president is hosting a Great Gatsby dinner on Saturday night at Mar-a-Lago.
I don't think that man has actually read the book and what the themes
No. The cautionary
are.
tale?
Yeah.
The cautionary tale of the,
The
Great
cautionary
Gatsby.
tale about greed and how destructive your senseless greed can be.
He
so.
probably just thought it was just a book about, some cool guy on West Egg.
No, well,
You thought it was actually about Robert Redford.
Good, yes.
That's what
Yeah.
Because he saw the movie.
Yes, he saw the movie.
That movie.
All right, let's go ahead and do some ads.
Yes.
And then we'll come back. We have our next segment. We're going to talk about a town hall that took place in Terre Haute, Indiana with Senator Greg Good. Is it Good?
Goody.
Goody. About redistricting. It's interesting. This is a Republican senator that's looking for advice from his constituents, which is frowned upon in today's politics. But we're gonna, right? Like, what the hell? You want to know what they think?
You want input
right?
from the people that vote
what
for
the
you?
hell? Like, so
Whose
anyway,
idea was that?
so we're going to check that out, and it's a pretty surprising result. So stick with us. And by the way, the last segment, we're going to cover an indictment that took place in New York over the sandwich thrower.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that case, Matt?
Yeah, he battered that ice guy with a hoagie.
Yeah.
Salami sandwich, salami
He
sub.
got indicted by the federal
What a
government.
waste
Got
of
indicted
salami.
for
That's
bashing a guy
awesome.
with the sandwich.
We're going to talk all about it.
I'm going to
Third
Subway
segment.
today.
Come on,
Just
man.
slap the crap out of somebody with a
Yes.
salami
Come
sandwich.
on, man.
So bam! Then
He was giving.
we have
look,
precedent.
We can clear all this up by saying he was giving him a gratuity
Could have been, yes.
for
that's
a
the
good
easy
job
way.
he was doing. I was tossing him a sandwich for all his hard work.
Hard. I
I would
tossed it
think
hard.
I would think the
Yeah,
body armor is
overhand.
supposed to withstand a salami sandwich.
That's hilarious.
but We'll see.
I was
This is
covered
some
in
kinda-
mayonnaise.
It was aggressive provolone
There's
cheese
the,
that
there's
he
the
was
title of the
allergic
episode.
I was covered
in
in
mayonnaise, John. All right, let's do some ads and
All
come
right.
back.
Power in
Get
India.
out of here.
Thanks,
All right,
Matt.
see you,
Good
Matt.
to see you,
Thanks for
brother.
coming.
Thanks for
MCR
coming by.
Partners.
MCR
In the
Partners.
house.
We were
See
going to
Matt.
make you read your own ad, but we'll do it for you. So.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Good to see you, bro. Power in Indiana Lake County, our premier and studio sponsor. Power in Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's most trusted electricians. At Power in Indiana Lake County, we set the standard for excellence in electrical work. As IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors, we ensure safety, reliability, and quality for Northwest Indiana corporations, businesses, and homes. But their mission goes beyond the job site. They're creating a brighter future for the region they proudly serve. Powering Indiana Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community. Find the right electrical contractor at poweringindiana.org.
Prestmer Insurance Agency. For decades, the Ron J. Prestmer Insurance Agency has been located right on Indianapolis Boulevard, serving all your insurance needs. The Prestmer Agency specializes in a wide range of insurance products and services, including auto, home, business, life, and much more. Prestmer Agency serves thousands of people and businesses throughout Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ron and Ronnie today at 219-844-0103. They're here to protect what matters most to you.
Calumet Brewing. It's not about the miles you ran, the perfect score, or even the final victory. It is about the joy in the journey. The high fives after a friendly game, the feeling of accomplishment, the shared laughter. That's the moment worth toasting. With only 95 calories and 2.6 carbs, Michelob Ultra is the refreshing, crisp reward that makes the moment better. Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Head over to the Cal Brew or the Michelob Ultra websites and social media pages for more info on this great family of beers and enjoy the Michelob Ultra lifestyle with beers and cheers responsibly.
Tortillas Nuevo Leon is the gold standard in Mexican cuisine across the Midwest. Look for Tortillas Nuevo Leon's popular red and white label at your local grocery store and enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón. Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia, de todo corazón.
Misprint Printing. Elevate your brand with Misprint, the premier printing and sign solution in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. With a 30-year legacy of excellence, their experienced team, led by Rick Baldensberger, combines innovation and technology to deliver top-quality signs and printing, always on time and within budget. And they do metal business cards. Conveniently located in Munster and Hammond, Misprint is your partner for creating impactful visual solutions that leave a lasting impression. Visit them at misprintusa.com to bring your vision to life today. I want to thank Teresa and Jamie, who at Misprint yesterday helped me with a sticker we're doing. They do stickers, too. So,
Yeah. They did the Tiny McDermott stickers
nice.
on the candy bars also.
There you go.
So
See?
yeah,
Misprint.
we use our sponsors. We go to Byway. We do work with all of our sponsors. We try
Absolutely,
to
we
anyway.
try
so,
to.
and we are asking our audience to do the same. So
For sure. Thank you to our sponsors.
yeah, thanks to the sponsors. Hey, I don't know Senator Greg Goody very well. I met him a couple times, but I don't know much about him. But I have to say that I'm very impressed by something he just did recently, which is about redistricting. Republican senators, Republican members of the General Assembly are not supposed to have an opinion. Just do as you're told, damn it. That's what the leadership wants. Is we're going to tell you, Donald Trump's going to tell us, Governor's going to tell us,
J.D.
and then
Vance
we're
is
going
gonna
to tell
come to
you.
town.
They're going to come to town, and they're going to tell you what the fuck to do. If you don't do exactly what we're telling you, there's going to be repercussions. You're going to get primaried. You're going to we're going to withhold money from you. It's old-fashioned hardball politics.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting because, as you know, Mayor, Terre Haute's kind of a back and forth district, right? They're not all Republican, not all Democrat.
It's Vigo County. It's interesting. Democratic mayor. I believe the county is Republican.
Yep.
So it's a red county with a Democratic city, and that's home of the Bai dynasty. Comes out of there. A good friend of mine, Mayor Brandon Sackburn, is the mayor at Terre Haute. Excellent young mayor. He's a first termer, but he's got a great future in politics. And it's a very active part of the state. And like I said, the Bai dynasty came from that part of the state. So
Senator Goody decides to have a town hall meeting about redistricting. He set up some rules, like you had to be from the district.
yeah, you can't be like from Indianapolis.
And
You can't be
show
from
up.
the region.
And which
They're not even
I
gonna let
respect
you.
that.
I
in
want
a
to
way
hear
too.
from
I want to hear from my
bosses.
constituents.
That's right.
I don't want it overrun by a bunch of people that I don't represent. He wants, because his vote needs to reflect, I guess, in Senator Goody's mind, the will of his district, not the will of some people from Washington.
And we have a couple pictures of it, and I like the whole optics.
Agree.
He's just sitting there by himself in a chair. Basically, it looks like the city council chambers, and he is like facing the audience, and they come up one at a time, and they speak to him. And for 2.5 hours, not a single person from his district got up and said, "I think redistricting is badly needed."
That's
wow.
good politics.
Yes, it's like a mayor's night out.
I
type.
give credit where credit is due.
Yeah,
I
For
like
sure.
that where he's going into the community and he's getting their feedback. That
Thank
is
you,
what
Linz. I agree.
politics should be.
exactly, Linz.
I
And by
think
the
more
way,
people should do
he's
it.
not taking marching orders from J.D. Vance. He's not taking marching orders from the man in orange. He's not taking marching orders from an unpopular governor, Governor Mike Braun. He's listening to his bosses. And they told him in no uncertain terms they don't think that he should do it.
The thing
I'm sorry, public sentiment was mostly negative.
mostly negative, sure.
Yeah, there was a pro-Trump minority. I apologize. I was wrong about that.
There was a pro redistricting segment of the people that were there, but you're right. Overwhelming, it was against the redistricting. So the thing also I was thinking about this is that if you have if I have a person that represents me, right, and I feel like they're listening and they're down there doing a good job, in a way, I don't necessarily. I think he'll get Democratic votes because of this. Even if he gets try to get thrown out of office by the far right.
You mean a Democrat will vote over a Democrat to vote for him? You're saying?
I don't know. I mean, I'm saying people that are in the middle, or people that are just voters.
Right.
I think they'll respect.
I think
him
you're
for
right
doing
about the
this.
middle. I don't
Yeah,
think
you're probably right. Not
So like swing voters.
yeah, swing voters. There you go.
Okay.
He'll engender, I think, good feelings for doing something like this.
So Senator Goody's position going into this and coming out of it was undecided on how he'll vote. He said the feedback from his constituents will weigh heavily on his decision, and he emphasized that a ton of work went into the GOP maps that were drawn in 2021. So he respects the maps and the work that it took to go into that. He really cares about what his citizens think. So
And those were considered to be, they were described as fair by the GOP when they drew them.
yeah, we got graded by not-for-profit like agency that analyzes gerrymandering across the country, and they gave Indiana an A.
Yeah, because they were compact. They didn't really cross county lines much. They represented the district they represented the, I guess, like you've mentioned
The
before,
voting
urban
habits.
versus rural.
Right.
Yeah, so there you go.
So basically, this whole meeting, 2.5 hours long, was civil and organized. Lines of speakers came up and gave their opinion. The attendees were generally polite, but largely critical of redistricting. Repeated theme: redistricting silences voters and entrenches powers. So some of the people that spoke compared their disillusionment to the sadness that they felt after RSK's assassination, warned that safer partisan districts only increase polarization.
Agree with that.
Redistricting takes away the voices of the voters. That's mostly what we heard. Mostly negative towards redistricting, viewed as a power grab.
I think that's true. Hoosiers will definitely see that.
One of the speakers specifically said, "We will remember how this plays out and use our voices at the ballot box." So, but there was a pro-Trump minority, like Kevin said. Couple defended Trump and said, "Our president is our president." Nice. They argued conservatives just want to be left alone.
Well, if they just want to be left alone, then how is redistricting is exactly leaving anyone alone?
But also, like, just because he's president, we shouldn't just sit down, shut up, and do
Right.
what he says. I don't think it's good practice as a citizen to just accept he's our president. I'm just going to let him do his thing.
I agree, Lindsay. That comment is kind of like saying, like, we bow down to you because you're the president.
Yeah, it's ignorant.
hearing-
We don't have a king.
I keep hearing also this. There's one gentleman that supported redistricting as payback, saying we need to play by the same rules they play by, and that sort of goes into what the GOP Lake County leader, the chairman Randy Niemeyer, has this theory that in Lake County there is a bunch of undocumented immigrants that are voting in every election, and I live in Hammond. Hammond has 35% reported Hispanic population. All right. I would challenge Randy or any member of the GOP to please find one case. One case. I've been married 22 years. Find one case in Hammond where an undocumented person voted. I would love to see that because I've never heard anything like that. And I live in Hammond. a very Hispanic city. This is bullshit.
Well,
this whole thing about, they're letting undocumented immigrants vote, so we need to redraw the district so that we put it 9-0. That is fucking hogwash.
It's dog
man.
whistle stuff.
It is total hogwash.
And I think it's just, let's say that let's say there's one or two.
One.
It's like, okay, it's not something that's going to change an election, which is what they want you to believe.
Right. One.
It's crazy. If
Kevin,
somebody slipped through or they jam the system
you're
up.
going to love this. So I'm a dork. I watch stupid shit. One of the stupidest things I've watched, was I watched Micah Beckwith. He has a podcast.
Oh.
And he had Randy Niemeyer as a guest.
No way.
Dude, it was brutally boring.
I have not seen that.
It was the worst goddamn I suffered through it. I was just like skipping because I wanted to see if they said anything interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm one of the 53 people that watched it, right? And you were in it.
Come on.
Kevin Smith.
Come on.
Yes.
Kevin, congrats.
Yeah. They had some
You've got your big break, buddy.
So this is it. This is Randy's theory. Randy Niemeyer's theory is basically there was an undocumented person that voted in Lake County, and he's got everybody red-handed, and they all knew about it. And apparently you canceled some election board meeting because you're so nervous about this being discovered.
This was on name?
By name. Kevin Smith.
Kevin.
Damn, I got to
By
see
name.
this.
Absolutely.
Kevin.
Okay.
Micah
Randy.
Beckwith, the Lieutenant Governor's podcast with Randy Niemeyer, and they were motherfucking you because you're covering for basically undocumented people voting.
I'm going to have to listen to that.
So did you cancel an election board hearing?
I don't remember
Dude,
canceling
they were
an
talking
election
about
board
it. They're
hearing.
like, convenient. Kevin Smith canceled an election board meeting.
I have got to see this. I'm going to
What
look
a
into this
load of
today.
shit. These
Good
people-
timing. I'll be down there all
By
day.
the way, Micah, your podcast sucks, man. It sucks so bad. And by the way, he does it in the LG's residence.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, no, they don't have an official
Well, it's
residence,
LG's
no.
office then.
Okay, wow.
He has a podcast studio in his
political?
office. Yes.
Whoa.
I'm sure. I mean, he's got political people on there.
Sure.
Could you imagine if we were doing this in City Hall? How much trouble
Oh my
I'd get
gosh,
in?
could you imagine?
I would be in so much trouble if we did this in City Hall. But Micah could do a podcast out of
Apparently.
LG's.
I got to look into this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You were
Speaking-
in it.
by the way,
I was
I
so
cannot-
happy when I heard that. I was like, hell yeah! Kevin Smith's in trouble. I love
gotta
it.
find
Could you
this.
get him on like slander or something? for
No,
that?
Kevin's in
no,
politics.
No.
Oh.
I wouldn't do that anyway. I mean, unless someone's really there's somebody that maybe, but that's for another day. We have to let some things.
So anyway, I
in the
thought that was
courts
great.
work out.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I
made
gotta
the-
look it up.
you
I
made the
appreciate that.
lieutenant
Thank you
governors.
for being such a nerd that you listen to.
I
you do
scour
your research.
I scour for this show. I don't know if you guys know
You know-
that. I'm looking for stuff all over the place. Even Micah Beckwith's horrible ass podcast.
Never question Mayor Tom's dedication to this podcast.
That's right.
By the way, this was kind of something interesting. So Rob Kendall is a conservative radio host.
We've talked about him on the show.
Oh, you've been on it. You've been on his radio show before. He's a conservative radio host in Indianapolis.
He didn't like me.
And he has religiously ripped both our Secretary of State, Diego Morales, and Micah Beckwith, our Lieutenant Governor, is another target of his. This is what he wrote about the town hall by Senator Goody and he kind of was trolling and ripping Micah Beckwith, our Lieutenant Governor. A Terre Haute Republican had a town hall about it, and not one single constituent showed up to speak in support. Did the, quote, lying Indianapolis media, end quote, fix that too, you disingenuous, do-nothing sack of crap?
Whoa.
That
Tell
is
us how
Rob
you
Kendall.
really feel.
That is a quote from Rob Kendall's tweet, and he actually...
To the Lieutenant
to
Governor.
the Lieutenant Governor.
Who
Yeah.
You
said...
disingenuous, lying sack of crap.
And that was in response to this tweet. John, you want to read that from the Lieutenant Governor?
Yeah, when people actually take time to learn the issue rather than just listen to the lying indie media, they start to come around to why redistricting is needed. Good on @Andrew Ireland, Indiana, for being a bold and educated voice for the people.
And then he says 9-0, let's go. That's his little slogan, meaning that they want 9 congressional seats for the Republicans, 0 for the Democrats. Go get it.
I was talking to Congressman Mervan's chief of staff the other day at the Veterans Parade, and I was like, "Hey, what do you think's going on down there?" And he was straight up, "They don't got the votes." And I was like, "What makes you say that?" Because I don't trust these people. And I told him that. I was like, "I don't trust these people." And he's like, "Mayor, if they had the votes, they'd be doing this right now. They don't have the votes. That's why they're delaying until December. They're doing this because they want to keep the pressure on the
campaign.
holdouts." Like
Interesting.
Senator Goody
Yeah.
is like, they don't have the votes. And that's coming from the congressman's chief of staff, Congressman Mervan's chief of staff. Basically,
you would think has a little bit of an ear to the
I imagine.
pavement.
I imagine he
well,
does.
Here's what I would say: if you see J.D. Vance, if you see President Trump come to town, they don't have the votes.
From what I'm hearing, President Trump is calling individual members of the GOP legislature to pressure them, and they're using tactics like Indiana's going to lose money if you guys don't do this. We're going to penalize the state.
Nice.
Penalize
us for being political.
He's going to penalize New York City if they vote for Mondami, too.
Take him down.
I'm pretty sure that's unconstitutional.
Well, he's the president.
You can decide where money goes. Yeah.
Our president is our president. Remember, Lindsey?
That's right.
Yeah, we're just going to lay down and take it.
What were you going to say, John?
There was a post from Braun yesterday announcing it's going to convene on December 1st, a special session.
Not November 3rd.
And he made a point at the end to talk about that tax code excuse.
Right.
Which made me think
they
don't have the votes. Mm-hmm. It was like a saving face type post.
So, to remind people what John's talking about, so we all know why Governor Braun called everybody back into special session. It's because he wants them to vote on redistricting. He wants the 9-0 vote, okay? And he doesn't have the votes, most likely, and confirmed by Congressman Mervan's chief of staff. And if he doesn't have the votes, then what he did to save face was also said, hey, we have to do a couple tweaks to the big, beautiful bill anyway. So what he could do when he loses the redistricting fight is say, oh, the whole reason we called him back was because we had to do these tweaks to the big, beautiful bill.
Yeah. Save face, yeah.
Just save face.
This reminds me of that one part in Hamilton. You don't have the votes. And that's all that's been playing in my brain.
I love it.
This whole time.
You don't have the votes.
You're going to need congressional approval and you don't have the votes.
Yeah. That's a good
Look
part.
at you guys.
Thomas Jefferson.
It's like a family affair when you guys...
My family, we saw that together multiple times. And
yeah, we took Papa and he loved it.
I don't know if he did.
I sat next to him.
Yeah?
He liked it.
Okay. He might have been just playing nice because it was a Christmas present.
There you go. Maybe.
I don't know if, honestly, because my dad at the time was very astute politically still. And I think that deep down inside, he was probably like, first off, I don't like rap. I think that was going on in him. Secondly, it was pretty... I don't know. I think Democrats liked it more than Republicans did. I just got that feeling.
Sure.
I don't know, Lindsey. What do you think?
He bought me 2 rum and cokes. I was having.
You liked it.
Maybe you were under. Yeah. So that was pre-pregnancy. She can't drink now.
This was like a decade ago.
Yeah.
Just reminding everybody, December 1st. So if they go in December 1st and they need some time to do this, I guess they could do it in a day. But regardless, you're really getting close to when you have to start filing for office.
Yeah.
So.
You file for office in January to February, okay? Usually 10th in that ballpark, and then you're done usually about February 6th or 7th.
Yes.
Right? So it's usually in that time frame that you're filing to run for Congress, you're filing to run for next year, you're going to be filing for county office and all this. But, if you're running for Congress and you want to beat the congressperson, you got to raise money. Right? You got to know the district you're running in. You got to make alliances with the people. And Frank doesn't even know which district he's running in. But I tell you what, Frank's got $600 and something thousand in the bank right now. None of his challengers have $600 and something $1,000. So I think Congressman Mervan's positioned ideally financially. There's no doubt about it. He's going to be well financed. He's going to be able to blast his name across this new district if there is one.
And see what happens.
And if there isn't one, I don't think Frank's been weakened at all. So let's say they don't redistrict, much to the chagrin of Randy Niemeyer because he's begging for it because he can't win in this district. I bet you Randy Niemeyer doesn't even run against Frank in the current district.
No.
If they don't, because Randy knows he's going to get spanked by Frank, right? I bet Jennifer Ruth Green will run.
Agree.
So if they don't redistrict, I bet you Randy drops out because he knows he can't beat Jennifer and he knows he can't beat Frank, right? Jennifer will run because she's in it no matter what, in my opinion. I love making predictions on Lockpod.
Several today.
Every once in a while they come true.
They do.
And we can play it back and I look really smart.
I agree. Yeah. Keep making them. All right, let's do some ads. It's getting late and we have one more story to go.
Sandwichgate.
Yes.
So let's go. MCR Partners is your one-stop destination for top-notch expertise in economic development, finance, and planning. With a dedicated team geared up to tackle your projects head-on, they're your go-to comprehensive solution providers. Dive into the world of economic development with MCR Partners and let them guide you through the maze of opportunities. Stay in the loop and connected by hitting up their website at mcrpartnersllc.com for tailored assistance. Don't hesitate to reach out to Matt Reardon at 219-741-9511.
Byway Brewing is a family-friendly microbrewery with a spacious taproom and outdoor patio serving its award-winning craft beer, a chef-driven food menu, and craft cocktails on draft. Their brewing equipment and production facility offer a unique backdrop for events like bridal showers, reunions, or corporate parties. With their new food truck, they can cater to your corporate and private events off-site just off of 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit. Discover more at bywaybrewing.beer.
Kuklakis Law. Are you facing legal challenges and don't know where to turn? Look no further than Kuklakis Law, your trusted source for legal advice in Indiana and Illinois. Do you need representation buying or selling real estate? Call Kuklakis Law. Do you need help forming your business? Call Kuklakis Law. Did you get injured in a car crash or at your job? Call Kuklakis Law. No matter what your legal issue, call 219-671-6347 for a free consultation. Who you going to call? Kuklakis Law, Oblamas Espanol.
The branding room floor. Don't let your business get lost in the shuffle of generic branding and aimless marketing. Trust Northwest Indiana's award-winning, full-service marketing agency, The Branding Room Floor. Providing data-driven results to help your business grow in a crowded market is their specialty. From website development and digital advertising to graphic design and branding, The Branding Room Floor will set your business or organization on a clear path to strategic success. Don't wait another day to get started. Visit thebrandingroomfloor.com today.
Cantrell and Cantrell, attorneys at law. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? Give Cantrell and Cantrell a call and schedule your consultation with someone who's in court and at the jail every day. Call John Cantrell at 219-5544-LAW or visit their website at bettercallcantrell.com. John and his wife, Kristen, make a great team and are waiting to hear from you.
All right.
Thanks to our sponsors.
Thanks to our sponsors. We got an exciting, entertaining, and federal case going on in New York right now.
D.C.
So we do have a video of this. It's in D.C. I apologize. The trial starts for an assault case against a D.C. man who tossed a sandwich at federal agents on a viral video. So this happened a couple months ago.
Yeah. My favorite thing about this video is just this guy is a paralegal for the Department of Justice, or was, because Pam Bondi fired him after this incident.
Oh, wow.
And he's got a pink shirt on, pink polo, and shorts. And he is outside a club in D.C., that was convening a Latin night, and he was yelling at the officers, the Customs and Border Patrol agents, calling them fascist, racist, chanted shame toward them, and then he said, "Why are you here? I don't want you in my city." And then this happened. Okay, he's yelling at him, kind of just turns away, and he. So if you're watching, then by the way, how can they not catch this guy? Like, he's just running through the, just kind of jogging, and they're not even catching up to him.
He's like casually jogging.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is again.
He nails him with his Subway sandwich.
I think some lettuce comes out of it.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
as somebody who loves a good sandwich
I
and
do,
cannot eat sandwiches right now, I can't have deli meat.
Really?
I commend his use.
Of the sandwich.
Normally, I would be very sad about waste. I
Boom!
love sandwiches, but
He throws the sandwich, it like basically splits in two. Like, these guys got body armor on, by the way. Like, it's not designed to. I think they ran by a homeless guy too. But the crazy thing about this is, so here, and by the way, here is Judge. This is crazy, Judge Janine, who, by the way, Trump appointed as U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia. Here she is discussing it.
Judge Janine, wasn't she like a TV judge?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was like
She is now the U.S. Attorney for
she was
D.C.
Like, what the
Yes.
fuck? This chick was like Judge Judy on
Yes.
TV.
Here she is.
She's the freaking
don't
U.S.
you
Attorney.
dare compare this woman to Judge Judy. Judge Judy is a saint.
But Judge Judy's nice, but I wouldn't make Judge Judy an Attorney General or U.S. Attorney
for the district.
Right?
Here
I'd
she is.
I think she
Judge
came
Judy
in.
over this lady.
Yeah, I think she came in when the other U.S. Attorney wouldn't indict Comey or
They're
something.
like, get
right?
Judge Judy, she'll
Different-
do it.
I think that's a different district.
Oh, is that a
John.
different district?
Different
Okay,
district. Yeah.
sorry.
An individual went up to one of the federal law enforcement officers and started jumping up and down, screaming at him, berating him, yelling at him. And then he took a Subway sandwich about this big and took it and threw it at the officer. He thought it was funny. Well, he doesn't think it's funny today because we charged him with a felony, assault on a police officer. And we're going to back the police to the hilt. So there, stick your Subway sandwich somewhere else.
It's like
Oh, you got him, girl.
We're like in a reality TV
It's
show.
bizarre. And the other thing to mention, by the way, is she tried to stick him with a felony, and guess what? The grand jury refused to indict him. So they had to charge him with a misdemeanor. So he's going to trial in D.C. for throwing a sandwich at a federal agent in federal court. Wait, this is what they're doing in federal court in D.C. today. They picked a jury all day yesterday, and they're trying the case on a misdemeanor. It's so
You just need one juror to say this is not.
right. And so just to, again, push this narrative that they're trying to push about this sandwich throwing guy.
Hold on. I think that Subway should take this marketing opportunity, right?
Excellent.
Right?
Yes.
Dude, they could, like, because honestly, 60 to 70% of Americans hate ICE and they hate what's going on right now. I think Subway seizes upon this.
Could you imagine the name of the sandwich?
Yeah.
Oh, man. They
Like-
could come up with something real good.
Dude, and
Subway
then, like,
Slammer.
just the
Subway
Subway
Slammer.
Slammer.
I like that.
And Subway, take this idea from Lockpod and market the hell out of your Subway Slammer, right?
So the White House,
ICE agents hate the Subway Slammer, right?
they thought this guy was such a danger that they sent, it was like they were arresting a drug lord in D.C. This is the video that the White House put out when they arrested this guy in a pink shirt
The Subway Slammer.
and shorts who threw a Subway sandwich at an agent.
And before we play this video existing means he ran away successfully.
Yeah, he got away.
They didn't catch him.
They like the guy in freaking Crocs in a pink shirt outran these fucking ICE agents. I told you, these ICE agents are like, they're law enforcement academy dropouts, dude. They didn't meet the physical fitness standards of normal police officers.
They were all,
Yeah.
that guy hit me with a sandwich, get him.
I can't believe this.
Here's what happened. This video's crazy.
Yikes. The purge.
It is.
He changed shirts. The White House. President.
Do you want to describe that?
What the?
That was okay. I know that a lot of people are listening to our show. It was a video showing the arrest of the Subway Slammer. Okay, and they raided his house like it was a drug bust. They had 10, 15 agents. They had a car. They had video, sound effects, and then it finished up with the White House, President Donald J. Trump.
And they show him like they like show him basically ready to like knock his door down with people with
They're
assault
all
rifles. They're in
with
like
arms,
armor.
front.
Look at this.
There's like 12 guys in the hallway.
Look at
with
this.
riot gear
What the?
to get the
Why
Subway
is his
Slammer.
riot shield upside down?
Who knows? Probably because he was like, we don't need it.
FBI, U.S. Marshals. Wow.
What a fucking joke, man.
It's just a waste of. It's just I don't get
I can't
it.
believe what I'm
I know,
learning
dude.
about here. This
Even
morning.
the so this is interesting. They tried to dismiss it on prosecutorial misconduct or selective prosecution. That was dismissed, but I thought the prosecutor had a quote that just cracked me up. He said, "The defendant is actually being prosecuted for the obvious reason that he was recorded throwing a sandwich at a federal officer at point blank range."
You are lying.
No,
they did
that
not.
is a quote. Like, he didn't shoot him at point blank range. He threw a sandwich at him at point blank range.
I just want to say, I don't think he should have thrown a sandwich at the guy.
Fair, agreed.
But this reaction, what is going on?
Attorney General Pam Bondi announced his firing in a social media post that referred to him as an example of the deep state.
Right.
And then the judge said, this is probably the most simple case in the world.
Look
And
at
so
this officer right here. I suspect the look on her face. She's like, what
what
are
am
we
I doing
They
here?
don't look like they're petrified that he's going to kill them.
No.
Usually, it's like they were going to get Pablo Escobar, I swear.
Yeah.
Like, they go in like in full riot gear, and this guy is a freaking paralegal with a pink shirt.
With
right?
a film crew. Like, what is going on?
Because it's all about optics and politics, and like
Agreed.
this is what my base wants to see us doing.
if you do this to one of our street army,
Yeah,
this is what's going to happen to you.
right.
Don't
One
mess
of our
with the ICE
Gestapo.
agents. One last thing before we go. Donald Trump redid the Lincoln bathroom, and he wanted to make sure everybody knew who's probably not getting their SNAP benefits that he's got a new bathroom, and he made sure to mention that it is black and white polished statuary marble, very fancy, a lot of gold, a lot of refurbishing, and the best photo. Jon Stewart had a great take on this.
Oh,
John, do you
yeah.
have that last photo?
I do.
Here
so
is
this is the before's on the left.
the before's on the left.
Right.
Looks a little dated. Sure, it needs a little updating.
And after's on the right. So keep in mind, this remodel took place when nobody can afford a house anymore in America.
Yep.
By the way,
Yeah.
40 million people out of benefits.
And here,
Beef at an all-time high. Right.
Medicaid being cut in half.
Premium
Okay.
skyrocketing.
look at all that gold. Beautiful. And here's the president's view when he's taking a crap, or maybe whoever uses this
This
bathroom.
is legit picture. There's no curtain. And the toilet's right there.
Look at that.
Look at me! Look at me!
Your president is taking a crap.
I want you to pay attention.
Oh,
Good God.
I don't know. That's how we had to end it.
Yeah, that's good. I like it.
Wrap
That's a
it
good
up.
ending. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you all listening. Lindsay, congratulations on the
Thanks.
wonderful news. It's amazing.
Congrats,
news.
So
Lance.
excited to bring a child into this shithole.
Come on. It's going to make it better.
It's gonna straighten out, babe. We always go through rough times. We went through rough times in the 60s, and
Yeah.
I've said it on the show before. This reminds me a lot of the 60s. Not that I remember it personally because I was born in the 60s, but I'm a student of history, and the 60s was tumultuous times in America.
Survived a civil war.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the 1860s.
That's what I'm
Are
saying.
you talking the
Survived-
1860s?
Yeah, I was saying both.
I was talking
60s.
the 1960s.
Both 60s.
Okay.
I was going 100
That's
years
good.
back.
That's
yeah.
good. Yeah. So the 60s are crazy.
So
and,
we're a little early,
Yeah. So
Hopefully it doesn't last till the 60s.
ahead of the curve.
if it wasn't for all the craziness, we wouldn't have half the listeners we have.
Good
so
call.
thanks, Lockpod listeners. We appreciate you very much. Season 16, episode 18 is in the books. We announced Lindsay's pregnancy, covered a lot of shenanigans going on. Jay Vez, thank you very much. Another great episode.
Yeah.
We got a visit by one of our sponsors, Matt Reardon. Thank you very much for stopping by. And, of course, Kevin, another great job. Appreciate
Thanks,
you, man.
Fun.
Thanks to the listeners. Help our sponsors. Like our show. Do comments. Leave ratings, all that stuff. It helps us out. So we appreciate you all. We'll be back on Friday with season 16, episode 19. Thanks, everybody. Lockpod's out.